Hello, welcome to another episode of Nostalgic Nerdery. Today, Atari. I want to show off the small Atari cartridge collection that we have. Some of these have, as you can see, just text on what the game is. Other ones have actual art. Some of them are pretty good, some of them are a little generic. This one's both. It's a nice generic one. Warlords, just has a knight there on the front. So let's just walk through the ones we have. Put those over there. I've got them in these little totes. They fit pretty good. We've got a few, I got like 4 cases here, so let's just go through them. Trick shot, pool. Just a football here, just playing, pretty plain one there, no pictures. Here's one a lot of people, oh, no, this is the wrong one. Spider-Man, yep, a lot of people know this one. May not know the game, but they'll know the name. It's got a nice cover there. Green Goblin blasting Spider-Man, his web. Blasting his web so he's falling. Let's see what we've got here. Missile Command. It's a good crossover picture there with the command center, man and woman, and then you've got the missiles themselves over the city there. Most people know the Missile Command game. Football. We've got a classic here. Frogger. Terrified look as the gator's coming for him. Let's see. Commando Raid. US games. A lot of the Atari games don't have these double slots here in the back. So, large variety in the way they've made these. Game program combat. Combat's the game. A lot of them will say game program since that's what they are. At the time, the more computer language were used. Donkey Kong. And a little damage on the label here. Classic game. Sadly, no graphic on the Donkey Kong. Just text. Another classic everybody knows. Pac-Man. This one with the graphic. A little label damage. These are old games, so label damage from unused games is to be expected. Enduro. Not really familiar with this one myself. A lot of these did come from our family's collection. Seems to be a racing game. Both sides of my family, my dad had one, and then my mom's side, grandparents had one as well. And then some of these were also picked up after the fact. So if I say I'm not familiar with it, like the Enduro, then that'd be the ones picked up after the fact, where we had a lot of the ones like Combat, Missile Command, Pac-Man. Let's see, Surround. We've got multiple combats. So, multiple collections from either side of the family. So we'll get some copies. Atlantis. That's a good graphic there. Got the cityscape. Got the fighter there with lasers. Laser blasting from the city turret there, blowing something up. And some of these actually have pretty good cover art. A lot of the manuals too, I'll have to see if I can find any of the old manuals, had nice art on them as well. Video Olympics. We've got Night Driver. A lot of racing games on the Atari. Yeah, Slot Racers, one that we picked up somebody else. Got their name on it apparently. This one's missing its label, it looks like there. Looks like it had something previously. Space Attack. Star Voyager. Space combat game. Another good classic. Everybody knows Centipede. Interesting story on that one. Like a evil wizard turn all your friends into bugs, and then you've got to fight them. So you're fighting your friends after they've been transformed. Star Master. Off the camera. Pole Position. Here we go. It's a cartoon show with that name, Pole Position. It's a racing cartoon show. Don't know if there's any. Probably has no relation to the game itself, naturally, but. Vanguard. Good art on this one. I like that. The ship going through the caves. Oh, cave on top, and then looks like base there on bottom they'll set up, so. Some sort of asteroid base or underground base. Turmoil. A lot of people know the name on this one. Superman. Truth, Justice, and the American Way. It's a good graphic there. Good drawing of Superman. Tennis. Pretty basic label there, with a pretty basic graphic on this one. Cosmic Arc, another one by Magic. Let's see. Yeah, Magic makes all of these silver label and the tabbed top there. I've seen, I think, 3 of theirs at this point. Yeah, Trick Shot. They made the pool one, so that's 2 space type games, and then pool. We had another one. Space Voyager was also theirs, so it's 4 by Magic. There's another one. Demon Attack. So, space dinosaurs. Looks like a T-Rex fighter jet. That's pretty sweet. Who doesn't want space dinosaur fighter jets? Pretty awesome. Let's see, I think that's all the Magics I've got here, but I've still got 3 more cases here, 2.5 cases to go. Street Racer. Now, before you ask, for those who don't know, the numbers are the different games you can play. Street Racer, Slalom, Dodge'em, Jet Shooter, Number, Cruncher, Scoop Ball, Tank, Tank Pong, Visible Tank, Biplane, Jet Fighter. We used to play a lot of combat. The Tank Pong, the shots from the tank would bounce around the terrain. So you could angle your shots around all the obstacles. I always really liked that one. I was usually better at getting the angle shots than my brother-in-law. Breakout. Classic game there. Use the paddle controllers. Breakout has been copied lots of different times, in different systems. Defender. A lot of people know about Defender. People being beamed up, beamed down. Basketball. I say beamed up or beamed down because the enemies would kidnap the people and then you would have to rescue the people, so don't know which way they're going there, if you rescue them and drop them off or if they're being kidnapped. Basketball. Good drawing there for the players. Let's see, Canyon Bomber, another pickup that we had. Mentality game of some sort. Can't see. Football, another football game. Different football game. Another good graphic for the players. Gorf. Astro Battles, Laser Attack, Space Warp, Flagship, That was the nice thing, a lot of these had different modes you could play. Some of them different games, some of them just different modes for the same game. Megaforce. Saw this one earlier. It's another repeat we've got. Air Sea Battle. Nice war picture on that one. Home Run. I like the player cascade they've got there. And you've got all the crowd. Pretty good. We keep saying that over and over again. Pretty good. Here we go. Here's one everybody knows. Asteroids. Probably doesn't get more classic than that. Everybody knows Asteroids. Or at least, everybody used to. Who knows about youngins these days? Fishing Derby. Got a shark in there. Some basic fishies. We saw Breakout, now we have Super Breakout. This one's in space. Astronauts. Oh wait, here's one. E.T. the Extraterrestrial. Say what you want to about the game. The cover art, it's pretty good, pretty clear. Tells you, it's the movie, you know. Another one here. Super Challenge Baseball. Singapore. Well, that's 2 cases down. 2 more to go. Oh, Pac-Man double. A Defender repeat. Donkey Kong repeat. I have a few repeats. There we go. Missile Command. Different one though. This is a telegame. Probably an earlier printing than the one we saw earlier. Interplanetary ballistic missiles and anti-ballistic missiles. Telegames 34. I think a lot of the telegames ones were numbered like that and just had the pretty basic cover. Berserk. That's a fun game. Walk around the maze, the electrified maze, having to shoot the enemies. I always loved the cover for this one. The guy just blasting the robot away. This is one of my favorites to play. Yar's Revenge. I always loved the art on this one. I always enjoy the gameplay too. Having the little bugs flying around, having to get through the defensive shield, and then blast the center icon before it killed you. Space Invaders. One a lot of people may not realize this, the speed increase of the game as they progress and you shoot them was an accident at first. It was an unattended programming issue. As the sprites on screen decreased, the processor could handle it better and it sped up the game. They fixed that, I believe, while making the game, realized it was better with the speed up, so they then added it back into the game. So, which I think is better with the speed up, because adds urgency to the level. Here's another repeat. E.T. 3D tic-tac-toe base cover. Video Olympics. We saw a different Video Olympics earlier that had cover art. There we go. Space Jockey. For those who like board games, Othello. Like a Shakespearean guy on front there. Nice beard. Indy 500, more racing. There's a lot of racing games on the Atari. Worm War 1. Or Worm War Dogbone. Red Label. So, oh, here we go. Star Wars, The Empire Strikes Back. That's a nice label. Good classic scene from the movie. Walker's being shot at on Hoth. Another pole position. A little torn label there. See, it was for the Atari 2600 or 2620, whatever. Missile Command. Oh, this label's come off, sadly, but we all know Qbert. For those who don't know, this is basically the game map here, except it'd be bigger, and you had to light up all the different tiles while these monsters spawned and tried to kill you. The snake and gremlin type things. And this is you, Qbert. You always cursed, too, during the game. A few games that cursed back then. Of course, you can never know what he's reading, or what he's saying. He's just making random noise and those punctuation marks. Got another space jockey. Video pinball. Everybody loved pinball. Would love to have some good pinball machines these days. Remember back when just random different restaurants, pizza places and all would just have pinball machines and arcade machines. Good times. Fantastic Voyage. Those who don't know, Fantastic Voyage is a movie. Probably watched, licensed by 20th Century Fox. Pretty good movie. It's where they have to go inside, shrink down, and then go inside of a person to fix something with his heart, with his brain. It's been a long time since I've seen the movie. They have a laser gun that they use. Baseball. Space War. Ah, yes, those Space Wars. Very popular subject back in those days for video games. Asteroids repeat. Alright, down to our final box, and I've already pulled a few things out of it, so. Telegames 112. Space Invaders. 1 player, 2 opposing players, 2-player partnership. Don't ever hear anybody talk about the co-op game for Space Invaders. Telegames 8. Timed games, untimed games for Night Driver. That's one I remember playing. Pretty basic driver, but not bad. And then Gunslinger. Gunslinger was a fun game. Cowboys, basically who could shoot each other the fastest. Quick draw game, basically. You also had a target shoot you could do in it. So all the telegames are numbered with these basic covers that just give you the game modes. Another combat. Now, several of these combats were from our collection. We had 2 or 3 just in our family's merged collection. Telegames 4. Poker Plus. Back when I had no clue how to play poker, I tried to play this as a kid. Never could figure it out. These days, now that I play poker, or know how to play poker, I could probably do okay. Football. Here we go. Telegames without a number. Golf. 9 holes. You don't get the full 18, sorry. Alrighty. Telegames. Combat game. Stellar Track. Again, no number on this one. Let's see, they've got a number at the bottom here, but that's the other ones do too, but that doesn't seem to correspond with the 8 or 16. So I'm not sure why these weren't numbered where the other ones were. I'll have to look that up some point. Asteroids repeat. It's like 3 asteroids for us now. Another combat. Telegames 2. Basketball. Air Sea Battle. We saw one earlier that had a graphic on it. This one does not. What we can do to get to see the game modes. Final 2. Qbert repeat. Qbert with label on there nice and tight. And bowling. Played a lot of this as a kid. Could do pretty good. Could do pretty good. You could sort of control the ball while it was moving. Just enough to, as if you were curving in real life. Could usually get several strikes while playing. So, pretty good game. I enjoyed it. Good way to spend time. So, there you go. Please like, share, subscribe, comment down below. Let me know about your foray into the Atari games, if you able to play them yourselves, if you enjoy them. Have a good day.